Thimphu and a very warm welcome to our weekly news magazine program, Bhutan This Week. I am 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗸𝗀 and our top stories this week. Their Majesties the King and 𝗬𝗀 attend Royal Highland Festival with their Royal Highnesses royal children. In-country acupuncture masters program saves government millions by reducing overseas treatment. And Information, Communications and Media Act under review as fake social media accounts fuel misinformation and online risks. This year's edition of the Royal Highland Festival, held annually in 𝗬𝗲, became all the more special with the presence of Their Majesties the King and 𝗬𝗀 and the Royal Highnesses 𝗊𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗸𝗀, 𝗊𝗲𝗄𝗏𝗏𝗀 and 𝗊𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀.
The Royal Highland Festival was initiated upon royal command of His Majesty the King in 2016 to promote Highland culture and create opportunities for the Highland people to generate income. His Majesty the King has graced the festival each year, accompanied by His Royal Highness 𝗊𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗸𝗀 in the recent editions, celebrating the occasion with the Highland people and visitors. However, the 8th edition of the Royal Highland Festival gained special significance with the presence of Their Majesties the King and 𝗬𝗀 and the royal children. The two-day festival, attended by the Prime Minister, government officials, local leaders and people of 𝗬𝗲 and other Highland communities, and a mix of local and international visitors, began with the traditional Chibdril and Marchung ceremony. The festival features a variety of indigenous games, horse races, animal parades, displays for Highland products and cuisine, as well as songs and dances. It is also an opportunity for visitors to experience life in Bhutan's highlands by staying in local homestays and interacting with the community.
gezin laga gaten tendi be te ta penjuri beroya ngachara ta tambalu ngachira ta desulu kucheke.
The Royal Highland Festival has significantly improved our livelihoods by providing the opportunity to earn good income from our horses, yak products, and through the homestay services. Today, we are even experiencing a shortage of homestays due to the increasing number of visitors. Likewise, the festival has also helped us improve our health and hygiene. Even our small children now know how to properly manage their waste. We always offer our prayers and gratitude to His Majesty the King for granting us this precious gift.
I feel that the people of 𝗬𝗲 are extremely fortunate as His Majesty the King and the royal family visited our place and granted us an inspiring speech assuring further support for the Highlanders. For us, it is a rare opportunity to get an audience from His Majesty the King. But today, I feel deeply gratified and blessed that His Majesty and the royal family personally came here to meet with us. I pray that His Majesty the King and the royal family continue to visit our place every year, just like today.
As is now tradition for the occasion, the gathering was granted royal thoka from His Majesty the King at the festival venue in 𝗬𝗏. The annual 𝗬𝗲 Run, a highly competitive 25-kilometer race to the venue, was part of the festival. The Royal Highland Festival has grown steadily in popularity since its inception, with an increasing number of local visitors from Thimphu and other districts attending alongside international tourists.
We met here 30 years ago when we came on a trek to Lehya, and we wanted to have the opportunity to come back to your wonderful country and just see how it had changed in the time that we've been away.
The festival, which is a unique opportunity to experience the culture and lifestyle of Highland communities and support a way of life that is increasingly under pressure due to globalization, concludes tomorrow. 𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗸 for 𝗵𝗂𝗲 News.
𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗸, a 32-year-old teacher at 𝗪𝗲𝗲𝗸𝗀 Higher Secondary School in 𝗬𝗵𝗂, has become the nation's first recipient of the prestigious Princess 𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗫 Award 2025. Established in 2015 to mark the 68th birthday of Her Royal Highness Princess 𝗲𝗂𝗫 Sirindorn of Thailand, the award is presented biannually to teachers in recognition of their outstanding dedication, innovation, and transformative impact on education.
Her Royal Highness Princess 𝗲𝗂𝗫 Sirindorn conferred the award to 14 exceptional teachers from Asian and neighboring countries last week in Bangkok, Thailand. 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗸 from Bhutan received the award for her innovative and student-centered approach to teaching. She conducts free online coaching during vacations, offers tuitions after school, and helps students write and publish their own books. She has also written a book titled 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗁𝗀 Twice Born. Beyond her teaching responsibilities, she serves as a 𝗲𝗃, reflecting her dedication to community and national service.
The most important thing that contributed to this award is I being the lifelong learner, and I producing a lifelong learner in the form of young writers. So I have a few writers, my students. I have few students who are the writers. So I have been working with them beyond my teaching, beyond my classroom teaching.
To her, true teaching means helping students produce something tangible from what they learn. She said that she follows two fundamental principles: role modeling and building connections with students.
For example, I became an author, not because I really wanted to become one, but I became an author to become a role model so that my students can have confidence over me as their guide. So even if I want my students to pick a waste, I ensure that I do that first.
The Prime Minister commended 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗻 for her passion, commitment, and tireless efforts in shaping young minds and contributing to the future of Bhutan's education. Similarly, the Education and Skills Development Minister praised 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗻's hard work and dedication. She added that such international recognition also portrays that Bhutan's education system is at a great level.
Miss 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀's achievement would definitely inspire many of her fellow colleagues. This award is awarded once in every 2 years, so I'm sure other teachers will also look up to her and try to do their work and excel in their work so that they are also worthy of this award.
𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀 was selected after competing with teachers from all schools across the country through multiple selection processes. 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀 sees the award as a motivation to return to her school in 𝗬𝗵𝗂 and continue inspiring students while extending her creative practices. 𝗵𝗂𝗲𝗻 for 𝗵𝗂𝗲 News.
The Tala Hydropower plant continues to operate smoothly, with experts confirming that the dam remains safe and structurally sound after recent inspections. Restoration and cleanup works are underway at the site.
A team of dam experts from India visited the site earlier this week and confirmed that the dam's structure remains intact. It is being continuously monitored to see if it's moving or shifting. A local team that built the hydraulic system for the dam's radial gates also carried out a detailed check. They inspected the power packs, hydraulic cylinders, and oil pipes. One of the gates is now fully functional and can be used in an emergency. Officials say all gates will be restored before the 2026 monsoon season. Power generation at the Tala Hydropower plant has continued without interruption. Between 100 to 200 employees from Tala and Chukha plants, supported by local communities and the DGPC office, are working round the clock to bring the site back to normal. Earlier this month, the Tala Dam overflowed following heavy rainfall, leading to flood warnings downstream. The sudden rise in the 𝗬𝗰 caused water to spill over the dam, while some gates were partly open and power generation continued slightly above normal levels. These ongoing efforts aim to ensure the continued safety and reliable operation of one of Bhutan's most important hydropower projects. For 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗸𝗀, this is 𝗪𝗵𝗂𝘁 for 𝗵𝗶𝘴 News.
With the introduction of Master Program in Acupuncture and 𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀 at the Faculty of Traditional Medicine, the government is now able to save millions without having to send students abroad. The program was started in August with 15 students for the first batch.
Students were initially sent overseas in Mongolia or China, costing 4 million 𝗺𝗻 for each student.
When
we can have enough human resource, we are able to provide both traditional medicine and acupuncture services to the people. We will be able to provide wellness benefits to the people as well for the physical health. Moreover, we will be able to contribute to His Majesty's 𝗬𝗵𝗂𝗀 vision. We might be able to help in the health and well-being section, and we are getting ready for it.
He added that the program will only enroll 3 to 5 students from next batch. 14 students in the first cohort are those working as dungsos in district hospitals and the National Traditional Medicine Hospital, and 1 is from the Central Monastic Body. The program is being taught by dungso who are specialized in acupuncture and 𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀. They say such program is helpful for the progression of their career and also the development of acupuncture service in the country.
Acupuncture and 𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀 is an international method. I am proud of myself for being able to learn such method. After learning, we will be able to treat patients better with both the traditional medicine and acupuncture practice.
The acupuncture service is only available in the capital currently and not in other districts. People have to come to the capital for the service. After I am done with the program, I will return to my district. There are patients who need acupuncture as it is similar to our traditional medicine. This will benefit the patients a lot.
This master's program is not only an academic milestone for traditional medicine, but also a step forward in strengthening the nation's health system. 𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀, 𝗵𝗶𝘴 News.
After years of trying to keep the capital clean, Thimphu Thomde's new CCTV surveillance system is helping identify people caught littering. Since its installation in August, 19 waste-related offenders have been fined, with their actions also made public on social media. Many residents, however, say keeping the city clean requires more than penalties and are calling for additional public beans.
Thimphu, a capital city, attracts tourists who come to experience Bhutan's cleanliness and is home to thousands of residents. However, a lack of public bins and civic responsibilities have left the city littered. A recent post on Thimphu Thomde's Facebook page showed people illegally dumping waste and leaving trash behind. These acts were captured by 29 CCTV cameras installed across the city. Offenders were summoned and fined, collecting nearly 30,000 𝗬𝗻. According to Thimphu Thomde, repeated awareness campaigns have often gone unheeded. Officials say posting footage online was a necessary step to discourage littering.
Informal littering and dumping, which actually is happening everywhere and is undermining our goal of keeping Thimphu city clean, green and beautiful. So from my point of view, ultimately the bridging the gap between awareness and action is the key. So we need to have that shift in mindset, and individual conscience is very important here.
Many public support the CCTV initiative. Others have raised concerns about the lack of waste disposal facilities in public spaces, such as viewpoints and busy town areas. Thimphu attracts tourists from around the world, so keeping it clean is important. Many people still fail to manage their waste properly.
I think this CCTV initiative is a positive step. It can help curb irresponsible dumping.
𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗸𝗀 미츠기 나한다 몇 배 딜레 대가 𝗬𝗵 지주도라 같이 미츠기 대한 좀 지메가 젤라루기 가히 꼬니 지도발라 대한
The Thomdes CCTV cameras make people more mindful of their actions. Without such monitoring, some individuals carelessly dump waste. Public areas often lack bins, so installing more would be very helpful.
The Thomde plans to add more waste bins, including jewel bins, in coming months to encourage waste segregation in public spaces. A survey is currently underway to identify priority locations. Thomde officials, meanwhile, says that CCTV monitoring alone cannot solve the problem. They urge residents to dispose of waste responsibly, use public bins correctly, and actively participate in keeping Thimphu cleaner and more sustainable. 𝗵𝗂𝗲𝗸𝗀 for 𝗵𝗂𝗲𝗀 News.
As social media use continues to surge worldwide, Bhutan is witnessing a growing wave of anonymous and fake accounts. The trend has sparked public concern and debate over accountability in the digital space. In this story, we explore the issue from a legal perspective as authorities are reviewing the Information, Communication and Media Act of 2018 to address emerging challenges in the country's rapidly evolving media landscape.
While social media connects people and gives voice to public opinion, many Bhutanese say fake accounts have turned it into a hub for misinformation, hate, and personal attacks. This trend is deepening divisions and raising concerns about accountability and online ethics.
Most users create fake Facebook accounts anonymously to spread disagreements, misinformation, and even create conflicts between the government and the public. This has significant negative impacts, as we cannot be sure whether the information they share is true. As a result, we sometimes end up believing their posts even when they are false.
I have come across many fake accounts used for stalking users. People also express feelings they cannot share while revealing their identity. These fake accounts sometimes are used to scam people and take money from them.
The social media account is a fake account.
Looking at the rise of fake accounts on social media, from a youth's point of view, I feel that the future ahead of us is one with corruption and unfairness.
Some say that anonymity plays an important role in democracy and safety. It lets whistleblowers expose corruption, protects activists, journalists, and allows marginalized communities to speak freely and encourages open discussion on sensitive or controversial issues. However, legal experts suggest that the government should also encourage free expression by creating safe spaces for speakers, protecting them from retaliation, and enforcing anti-harassment and defamation laws.
For the larger interests, they might express themselves behind the anonymous accounts, but then that they cannot, I feel they cannot claim that as their right. They have to it is not completely restricted also, but then everyone have to be very mindful about what they are speaking, even with your true identity or from the hidden identity.
Some users believe that freedom of expression should not come at the cost of defaming others or spreading lies. They believe that while social media allows people to share their opinions freely, it should not be misused to cause harm to a person's reputation or mental well-being. Meanwhile, legal experts said that Bhutan's existing laws already provide measures to address online misconduct.
In the penal code, there's a very clear section covering the defamation law. So whatever you have, be it through a real account or through anonymous account, if you have defamed someone else with the false information, then you are liable for the defamation. So for defamation, you can be prosecuted, as well as the victim can sue you for the compensatory damages in the civil suit as well. And then now we also have Civil Liability Act, whereby non-economic damages can be covered under the Civil Liability Act.
Legal experts PBS spoke to said that prosecutors often rely on general laws like defamation or fraud, which were not designed for online crimes. They said the rise of AI-driven threats such as deep fakes, bot networks, and fake online identities shows the need to urgently update the Information, Communication and Media Act to address these emerging cyber issues. The GovTech agency is leading a review of the Act to update it for today's technology. The revision aims to close gaps and better address cybercrime, data misuse, social media issues, and strengthen data protection and cyber security. The Act, along with the Rules and Regulations on Content 2019, ensures good practices and maintains content standards for Bhutanese ICT and media service providers. However, legal experts say these regulations mainly apply to licensed media outlets, making it difficult to address content from anonymous or unlicensed online sources. According to police, anonymous social media users can be traced using technical tools like IP tracking and geolocation, along with help from platforms and internet providers during criminal investigations. The Bhutan Infocom and Media Authority, or BIGMA, which is responsible for monitoring media content such as news, current affairs, culture and public interest topics, received 8 formal complaints related to misinformation and hate speech since August this year. As the country develops its cyber legal framework, incorporating provisions that balance the benefits and risks of anonymous expression will best support democratic discourse, protect individuals' privacy, and ensure public safety. With camera person Doji Sering, this is Kinzang Hadin, PBS News. 𝗲𝗃 is preparing to host the first ever Tragopan festival at Khuldung in 𝗂𝗃𝗃 by the end of March next year. Named after the colorful bird species, the festival aims to celebrate the region's rich biodiversity and promote 𝗂𝗃𝗃 as a birding destination. Preparations for the event are in full swing. This is Khuldung village, located about a kilometer from 𝗂𝗃𝗃, where a 3-day Tragopan festival will be held from the 27th to 29th of March next year. To host the festival, new infrastructures have been developed along the highway towards 𝗲𝗃, such as a cafe with toilet facilities, a scenic viewpoint, and birding facilities. Similarly, a 9-kilometer eco-trail and hot stone bath facilities have also been established. These development works worth around 12 million 𝗕𝗵𝘂𝘁 were supported by the Global Environment Facility and the government. The festival aims to promote 𝗂𝗃𝗃 as a birding destination. Located between 𝗂𝗃𝗃 and 𝗯𝗰, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 is home to more than 250 species of birds, including all Tragopan species, making it the only area in Bhutan where they can be spotted together. Beyond birds, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 is also home to Bhutan's national butterfly and several endangered animals. Recognizing its ecological importance, the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources designated 𝗂𝗃𝗃 as a protected key biodiversity area in 2023.
First, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 in 𝗂𝗃 village is the only place in the country where all 3 species of Tragopan can be spotted. Second, the area's flat terrain surrounded by several villages makes it an ideal spot for gathering. And third, Khuldung is rich in cultural and spiritual heritage, home to sacred sites such as 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪, adding a deeper spiritual significance to the festival.
Besides its rich biodiversity, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 is also home to several unexplored cultural and sacred sites. According to the Dungpa, the festival will help raise awareness about 𝗂𝗃𝗃's rich biodiversity while creating sustainable economic opportunities for local communities through the sale of their products.
The preparation and internal development works for the main event, such as site development, setting up structures, and pitching tents, will begin in December.
For these works, we plan on using locally available and eco-friendly materials to ensure the area remains undisturbed or damaged.
Wamrong Dungkhak, in collaboration with the Tashkent District Administration, will organize the event. The Dungkhak has allocated 1 million item to support the main event. The festival will feature a variety of programs such as bird watching trips, heritage site explorations, local product sales and exhibitions, cultural performances, traditional games and sports, and live concerts by local artists. For Sonam Darg in Tashkent, Tashi Dekar, PBS News.
That is all we have for you this week. We will be back with yet another edition next week. Until then, from me and our team here, goodbye.